GR IAS Academy.
100 days, 100 themes, 1 goal, UPSC Prelims. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mission Surya. In this program, we deal with current affairs completely from Prelims perspective. So let's get started. So, our first topic is Darfur crisis and the Sudan civil war. So, Sudan is facing one of the world's most largest humanitarian crisis. So, initially Darfur crisis was there in 2003 and now it is repeating in 2026, and in 2023 this Sudan war started. So, let's see deeply about this. So, what is the background? See, our Darfur is lying in the West Sudan part and lies in the border of Chad. So, since 2003, this Darfur has become conflict centered place, and initially in 2003, it started by Janjaweed Arab militia, and from this Janjaweed Arab militia, RSF has evolved. So now this RSF versus Army of Sudanese Forces, that is SAF. So this is the main thing. So because of the conflict between these two forces, Sudan crisis is happening and Darfur is the main center of this conflict. So let's see more about this. Here they are targeting non-Arab sects, like, okay, we'll deal this Masalt. So we'll see more about this. So what is the nature of this conflict? So it has been known for Masalit genocide, non-Arab killings. So they are warning about genocide occurring and causing the displacement of millions of people, and because of this humanitarian crisis, the largest humanitarian crisis is happening across the world. And now these locations are important for our prelims perspective. So they might ask any location and ask to match for our exam. So just have a brief overview of this. So Al-Fashir from Darfur, it is captured by rapid support forces after a long 500-day siege and caused mass killings and even attacked the hospitals and became a kill box. And then Tawila, it is west of Al-Fashir of around 60 kilometers. It has become refugee overwhelmed town and caused for our displacement hub. And then Tawila refugee camp, it has become refugee hub. And then Darfur region, it is the center of our conflict which is happening right now in the Sudan. And then Khartoum is the capital and became a base for our SAF. And then Bari, which is on the north of Khartoum, it is the place where most urban wars are happening. And then Port Sudan, it is in the Red Sea and administrative capital for our SAF. Al Jazeera, it is former agricultural place. Now it is famine affected, which is causing hunger in the Sudan. Abyei region, it is disputed south border zone of Sudan. Al-Fashiga, Sudan-Ethiopia border with land clashes. So you need to remember all these cities and able to match when asked. Here you remember especially RSF dominated Darfur region, Port Sudan, and Tawila refugee camp. Okay. Try to remember this also, Al-Fashir. Let's see which countries are bordering Sudan. So it is sharing border with 7 countries, that is Egypt, Libya, Chad, Central African Republic, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Red Sea. So these border type questions are also asked in UPSC. So please keep note of these points. And then our next topic is about Nigeria. So Nigeria is facing 3 conflicts right now. One is in the northeast, one is in the central belt, and the other one is in northwest. So in the northeast, Borno state, in the middle belt, Benue state, and in the northwest, Nigeria, it is Katsina and northwest Nigeria. So here Boko Haram and ISWAP, these are attacking Borno state in the northeast, and then this middle belt is having issues because of the farmer herd conflicts, and that is because of this they are having hunger issues, hunger crisis, and then here banditry is happening, banditries and kidnappings. So Nigeria is having present 3 issues, because of which Nigeria is also having humanitarian crisis. So these are the 3 crises that Nigeria is having, that is in the northeast, insurgency by Boko Haram and ISWAP, and in the middle belt we have land conflicts of farmers herders, and northwest we have banditry and kidnapping. So these are creating humanitarian emergency in our Nigeria. So okay. And Nigeria is sharing borders with central of Benin Republic, Niger, Chad and Cameroon. Our next topic is about AZRF, that is Arctic Zone of the Russian Federation. So why Arctic Zone is in the news? So because of the climate change and the melting of the ice, this part has become accessible, not seasonally but most of the time, because of which this has become important for us for our exam. So let's see. So most of the part of this lies within the Russian region. So what is happening? AZRF is created by Russia to demarcate the Russian borders, and now it is taking the Arctic Ocean resources under its jurisdiction, and it is creating a policy for resource extraction and for geopolitics, and it is also greatly affected by this climate change because of the Arctic ice melt. And then there are many areas included under the Russian jurisdiction. So let's see them. So it is extending from Murmansk, and then Okrug, Yamalo-Nenets, and then Chukotka, Krasnoyarsk Krai. You don't have to remember everything, just remember Murmansk and Vladivostok region, and then Kara Sea. So these are the points where UPSC will concentrate for your exam. So here remember this key island groups that are part of under Russia's jurisdiction, that is Franz Joseph Land, Severania Zemlya, New Siberian Islands and Wrangel Island. So these are part of the Russian jurisdiction. these becomes important for your exams. They might ask which islands are part of Russian jurisdiction from the Arctic region. And then what is its importance? So 80% of Russia's natural gas reserves are present in this Arctic region, especially in the Yaman Peninsula and Shotkaman gas field, and it forms the backbone of northern sea route which extends from Murmansk port to Vladivostok region. And this, because of this ice melt, usually the NSR route was not available throughout the year, but because of the Arctic ice melt, now it is available. And now it also holds strong military presence in that area, which activated some resources for our Russia, and especially Nagarskoye Air Base. Since it is rich in so many resources like nickel and some other elements, Russia will have advantages, and it will have disadvantages as well because of the climate change. Though some part comes for agriculture purpose, many people who are dependent on the resources because of the Arctic region, like reindeer herders and all, they will get majorly affected because of this climate change. So let's see what is the policy framework for this AZRF. So it is issued in 2014 and updated in 2020, and it is guided by Russian Arctic Strategy 2020 to 2035. So it focuses on few things, that is infrastructure and port development, and also for the welfare of people who are already present over there, and they are giving tax incentives for our investment zones in the Arctic region, and they are also researching in the Arctic region. And then comes challenges of Russia regarding this. So because of the Arctic warming, the permafrost has melted, which threatens the survival of many species that are living in the Arctic region, and it is also affecting indigenous people who are dependent on the Arctic region, especially reindeer herders, and because of this there is a habitat disruption for reindeer and other animals which are dependent on the permafrost. And then people are competing for the resources present in this region, causing military activity by Russia for the competing resources, and then this has increased tensions in the NATO and Arctic Council states. And then because of this, Western sanctions have been occurring to restrict the access of the Arctic Ocean resources, and they are restricting the advanced technology available also to use these resources. And then next comes the Northern Sea Route, which we are getting access because of the Arctic melt. So what is the NSR? What is Northern Sea Route? It is a shipping corridor which is running along the Russian region from Kara Sea near Novaya to the Bering Strait near Alaska in the east. So it is most important passage which connects Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean through Arctic region. Okay, so this region is connecting these two, because of which right now we are using this Suez Canal route. So the distance is getting reduced, and if this place is getting any conflicts, this route can be used for our trade purposes and shipping purposes. So that is the importance of NSR. And then the length of the NSR is around 5,600 kilometers, which extends from Murmansk port on the Barents Sea to Vladivostok on the Russian, near Japan. And then it lies entirely in EEZ of Russia. So, and because of which mostly it will be under the control of Russia. And you know, right, most of the year it will be frozen. But because of the climate change and the permafrost melt, now it is available for longer time. Usually before it was only from July to September. Next, why it is important? It reduces the travel time. Okay, from especially between Europe and Asia. How much? By 30 to 40% when compared to the Suez Canal route that we are currently accessing for the trading purposes. And then let's consider one example, Shanghai Rotterdam. It is around 13,000 kilometers from NSR, but it is 20,000 kilometers via Suez Canal route. So it is almost saving so much of transport resources and time for us. So that is why this NSR becomes important for future travel purposes. And also economically it has LNG, oil, gas and minerals. So they will provide alternative route since Suez Canal is handling so many trade routes and in 2021 after blockage. So this will become an alternate sea route for our commercial purposes. Now, okay, fine, NSR is there. How it is helping India and what India can access from this place. So Russia is inviting India to invest in the Russian Arctic region, and also India is also doing research using Himadri Research Center in the Svalbard, Norway. So India also will get reduced shipping time if it is using NSR route. And Russia has suggested to add Chennai as the one of the port for Chennai Vladivostok corridor as a part of NSR. And also Russian LNG from Yamal and Arctic LNG already has reached India by NSR route. So that is how this Arctic melt and the opening of NSR route is helping India. Let's see why Russia's NSR matters to India. So, energy security. Since Russia is having so many minerals and oil, it will help India to have energy security as it is having many reserves. And ONGC Videsh has already shown interest in projects in the Arctic region like Sakhalin 1 and Vostok oil project. It has also signed some long-term projects for LNG and with Novatek for Yamal and Arctic regions. And then we will get access for our travel by using India Arctic to Europe, because there is a reduction of 40% travel time when compared to the Suez Canal route. So because of collaborating with Russia, we can reduce our travel expenditure as well as time, because of which we can increase our supplies and trade resilience despite having geopolitical conflicts and other issues. So India has been as observer in the Arctic Council from 2013, and it is having a Himadri research station at Svalbard, which is in Norway. So they cooperate related to the Arctic climate change, melting glaciers, permafrost dynamics and environmental monitoring. So why? Any change in the climate affects India's monsoon, sea level rise and climate change. So any permafrost challenges, melting will affect India as well. So India is also doing research in the Arctic region. And let's see about geopolitical and geo-economic interest. So it is a partner for India in forums like BRICS and SCO. So what happens? It will deepen bilateral ties when it will cooperate with Russia in this region. So it helps us to gain the balance of power because of China is having already presence in the Arctic region. So if it is collaborating with Russia, it will also gain the access in the Arctic region. So we'll have edge and we will not be completely in disadvantage with respect to China. And then we do have Indo-Pacific vision. So you know, right, NSR connects Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. So when NSR is connecting these two places, as of now we are entirely dependent on Suez Canal route. So if this comes to our axis, we don't have to entirely dependent on one route, and this helps us to concentrate on Indo-Pacific region as well, despite having many other powers. So if you collaborate with Russia, it helps for our geopolitical and economic interest. And then Russia's Arctic bases have low temperature because it is having Arctic region in its part of country. And then India has already been into research for navigation system, remote sensing, that is GLONASS IRNSS linkage, and they have already done few satellite launches from high altitude locations. So India is also supporting peaceful use of Arctic resources between different countries. So it is discussing on shipping codes and environmental regulations and resource governance for this part of the region. And then India is also having a policy related to this place which emphasizes international cooperation, especially with Russia. Okay. India also wants to invest in Russian Arctic region. So it has been invited to invest in Arctic ports and for developing icebreaker ships and the technologies which are accessible and useful in cold climate technologies. So Russia has invited India to include Chennai as a port of NSR project. So that is their infrastructure and investment interest for our India. Since global climate change is causing architecture melt, few areas in the Russia become suitable for agriculture. So when agriculture is being done in Russia, our food processing industries and food technology industries can be useful, can have potential for using these resources. So India will have interest to become food processing centers and for using India's agricultural technology. Okay, We know NSR route is there, right? So it starts from Murmansk, which is the capital of the Arctic. 35% of cargo handled by Murmansk port, which is the Arctic port capital. We have transported LNG, crude oil and cooking coal from NSR route in 2023. And then we do have few concern because of the NSR. So Arctic ecosystems are so fragile. So IMO has announced ban on heavy fuel, whether it is for transport or for using in this region. So why it has banned on Arctic waters? Because India supports sustainable use in the Arctic region, where even smallest change in the region of this Arctic region affects whole world. So if any heavy fuel is used, pollution will increase. It will again cause global warming. It will again cause more melting. So India doesn't want that. It is supporting sustainable usage of Arctic region, and it want to balance economic interest with the environmental responsibility. So let's see few questions from this area. So polar code, this has been asked in the UPSC. So probably you would have understood what is the answer, right? Okay. So please concentrate on this type of questions for UPSC. That's all for today. We'll continue tomorrow. For detailed notes, please visit our website using the link given in the description below. For more videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Telegram channels using the links in the given description box below. Thank you.